Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Monomyth. You've all asked very nicely, well, one of you asked very nicely and there's been a lot of views on those videos, so hey, I'd be a fool to ignore that. That being said, before continuing, my shield and buckler aren't looking that great, so I should probably go back and fix them all up. A bit bothersome at the beginning of an episode, but hey. It's also a fairly safe journey back. So, in future, unless I find a forge further forwards, I may cut out the trips back to replenish my gear. Additionally, my pack's rather full, isn't it? So I should be looking to ditch items soon. And it's starting to feel as if I won't be able to take everything with me. I may be able to backtrack and pick things up in the future. I don't know though. I believe I saw something in the patch notes about a merchant, a blacksmith, characters we can meet in the future. And at this point in time, obviously, we want a hammer. Right, this is going to get tricky, isn't it? So, ingenuity, he says, being really pathetic. Aha. Get it on the anvil. And whack away. That sounds like it's done. There we go. So if we compare, that's all 10s, all 9s. And being made predominantly of leather, we can't really improve that. That being said, ooh. Not sure if we can go any better, but let's heat this up. Pick up the old thing. Get it on the anvil. And see if we can beat out some of the bends in it. There we go. So now, 37, 30, 30, 38. Ooh, okay. In which case, not so great. Good to know. And slower as well. There's no reach listener or anything, so yeah. I can't rotate this to go sideways, can I? No. Okay. I know what I'm trying to do here. Trying to see if I can optimize this a little bit in some way. And it looks like the answer is a solid no. I have more fish. I should probably cook those up. If only because it'll free up an inventory slot. Or 4. Come on, you. There you go. We now have room to organize things a little bit. Oh dear. Right. We may need to invest in archery at some point soon, but not quite yet. Now, so far, the fights we've got into have been pretty dangerous. And that is to some degree due to the fact that we are playing in a level-based system with level-based progression and presumably level-based enemies. Now, one of the general factors of such a system is the concept that you will become more competent as you gain levels. However, there will be higher level foes. Hello. Ooh. Oh shit. That looks like something we should probably use fire against. But as I was saying, there will be higher level foes and threats. And while presumably there's two approaches to level-based systems. There's the level-based system where the world stays the same level. You encounter things at random levels in difficulty, which may be placed around the world in such a way that, you know, lower level threats are nearer the beginning. And as you become more powerful, you become better at dealing with problems and survival. You are experiencing, you are gaining, you're growing as a character. And then there's the kind where things scale to your level so that you don't run up against things that are vastly higher level than you and feel incompetent and useless and powerless too often. The downside to this is that everything is always difficult. To spy through a keyhole, interact with it while crouching. We shall do that soon. So if you have a scaling system where everything scales with your level, and later Elder Scrolls games from Oblivion onwards are a very good example of this, whereas Daggerfall and Morrowind things didn't scale with your level quite so much, but it's, you know, it was more that there were more dangerous areas that were further away from the starting area, but you were free to go in whatever direction you wanted, right? So if everything is constantly scaling with you, then you have no real sense of progression. You can see the numbers on the character sheet getting bigger, but if the threats and challenges are always of an equal difficulty, then you don't really feel that you're getting much better. One way to counter this is to have a manner of progression in which you gain new tools and abilities to cope and deal with puzzles in different and interesting ways, whereas at lower levels you have less powers and abilities. In this game, I'm not sure what the actual design intent is. For example, we've encountered one of those waylander orcs down in the... Actually, we've encountered two of them. The first one we met had nothing on him, really, just a bone. The second one had, you know, a sword and a shield and some armor. So he was harder to deal with. But by that point, we had gained some experience and may have been a level higher. We had more equipment. So we don't know quite how this game is handling progression yet. It could just be that there are better orcs and worse orcs. Or it could be that that orc was also a higher level, and his equipment may be a part of that level. Let's creep over to these doors and look through the keyholes. There's one of those orcs right there. He does not appear to be heavily equipped. Looks like he's got a bone club. And he's gone back into a side room. There's also something very fancy on the wall there, behind that table. And we should watch a little longer to get a sense of how often this orc moves about. He's come out again. He's having a look around. Now, last time he didn't stay outside very long before he went back in. So we know this chamber is guarded, and there's something that looks very important with a big magical glow on it at the far end. There's also fancy things on this table. An old map. We have found a map. Let us examine it. Not that one. This one. Okay, this is a fairly... does that represent our location? And if it does... Well, there's a fairly easy way to tell, isn't there? We'll go back this way. Yes, it does. So that's a fairly large area. The Sefa seal. You took some notes. Some documents here we cannot interact with. And a fine scroll. Captain Serenar, regarding your concerns, I firmly believe that collapsing the southern passage will be more than sufficient to prevent any significant attacks on our flank. I fully trust the judgment of the Inner Sanctum's Council on this matter, and I suggest you do the same. However, I will acknowledge that spies or assassins may still climb over the rubble and take advantage of our absence. To address these concerns, I will install a sealed barrier. That should keep such individuals out. Regards, Pyromancer Argus. Argus, of course, being the shipbuilder who created the Argo for Jason and the Argonauts. We have a dagger here. Some mouldy bread. Pot underworld ale. And we gain more experience points. Let's look through this log. There is another door opposite, some wooden scaffolding with a lit torch upon it, and not much else we can see here. But now, there's a large magical barrier with a seal. We've seen that symbol before. Presumably something to do with the cult. And this says customs. Implying that the creatures that dwell here consider themselves to be... So they tax incoming and outgoing things. There's a brazier here we could light. There's a lit one there. We do have torches, don't we? Yes, we do. Right. Oh. Okay. Oh, all three. Wow, okay. Let's light that. I said light that. Game, you're not allowing me to... Oh, well. Let's put our torch away before we get ourselves into trouble. East Gate. Obviously, the Sefa sigil goes here. This appears to already be in place, this one. And these two are empty, so I don't need to find all four. Additionally, it's worth noting that the sigil has gone into an extra space in the inventory and is not taking up space down here. Okay. We got some sacks with more fish in. The more fish are a problem. That we will no doubt. Look, we'll pick them up when we need them, okay? Let's crouch down and hide a bit. So we got a gatehouse with wooden stakes along the top. There's some kind of scaffolding there and a doorway, which probably connects to the chamber we've seen above. Wine cellar. Oops. Again, we got a bit of clipping of the door, that's fine. So, big barrels of wine. Not a lot of a surprise there, really. Oh, hello. Yes, we'll have some more of these. We might get some kind of potion brewing thing later. So, almost a really crude ladder. And game doesn't want me to walk that way. Again, we see this sigil. Very mechanical looking. There's... not really arrow slits. They're more like... I wouldn't even say they're murder holes because they're not in the ceiling. But they look like they're more for people to drop rocks rather than to shoot arrows down. Double portcullis. So we may need to operate 2 opening mechanisms. Hello. We will have these mushrooms, which we're apparently not allowed to cook. And an unmarked door, which leads to a ladder, but is locked. You know, we have lockpicks. Much too complicated. It would appear we need to improve our lockpicking skill. Well, that's okay, because there's another door over here. Now, I did say, you know, that I played a little ahead after the first episode. I have been just through here, looked at that corner. I've been to the room with the orc. I've not really gone any further. I also put the sigil in here. It is what it is, right? So we're nearly playing blind. We've got a skeleton, crate, barrels. I could arguably stack stuff up and try and get over the top of this, but look here. We have more of these. Let's plonk it just there. And then if we pull out our spellbook and ignite that barrel of gunpowder and back off. We've broken down the barrier. There is a hole in the floor through which we can access some kind of lower area. We'll probably want to do that soon. For now, though, let's take a running jump over the gap. There we are. And then in here, see... oh, hello. Some coins. See if there's anything particularly useful. Down there could also lead to the watery area with that nasty... hello, you. Oh, hey. This looks like we could maybe blow this up. Now, we're looking out over a valley. There's plenty of water down below. There's a sort of fence with stone pillars on the other side, well illuminated. We have a portcullis. And some kind of thing on the floor there. Let's go step on it. That's really... really bad, as I said. And a massive loss of experience. Let's not do that. I only intended to step on it once, not a second time. So let's do that again. Oh, the worst part is I have to go and mend my bloody sword and shield again. Okay. Well, that's interesting viewing, isn't it? So we found another trap. And I am going to repair my sword and shield because there's an orcish guard in a side chamber that we know of. He doesn't look as heavily equipped as the guard we faced in here, but he might not be alone. In fact, I know he's not alone. But the other one doesn't come out into view unless we open the door. So let's cook the fish. And consider what we are going to do. Because honestly, at this early level, losing experience is extremely painful. Enemies don't appear to return. Okay, we'll take this. We'll put it on there. Give it a few good whacks. There we are. Right. So what's the plan? I think to repeat the steps I made last time, I think because I've reloaded, there's no prior character knowledge, so I will take one more fireball to the face, and only one, hopefully. And then I'll try and work out a better way of dealing with that trap. Because honestly, our first time round, we don't know what that trigger on the floor does. That is a very heavy damage fireball. 2 will kill us. It appears to come from the carved face of the sun on the wall. So, clearly, it would seem interesting the shrines seem to be made by the same people. So, we'll take this, this, way, this. We will crouch and look through this keyhole and wait for the guard to reveal himself. There we go. So if we open the door, well, this door is not locked, we can open the door. If we open the door and go in, we'll be fighting 2 orcs in a relatively enclosed space. This is not conducive to our health. It would be nice to see if there's a way that we can gain a level first. We're back out here. That'll say customs. That'll say East Gate. I don't know if that marks them on the map. We will look into the wine cellar in case we didn't want to read the sign on the wall which says wine cellar. We'll go pick up the king's herbs. Nothing else over there. We'll come over here and take the mushrooms. If that's a southern tunnel though, why is it in the northeastern corner of this map? That chamber is lit up. I'm not sure. My belief is that part there may be behind the... It doesn't quite line up though, does it? Right, okay, so... If we go through, explode the thing, come round, that... I'm thinking the sun trap is there, portcullis there, that's the lit chamber, right with the bookshelf. And we can get more fish here, but let's not get fish just yet. Right, come on, there we go. Bloody hell. Don't even need to blow it up at this rate. Goodness sake, right, fine. Okay, it was not just blown here by the explosion. So, yep. I think my intent is to go eat a fireball to the face, bandage up, eat some fish, come back and drop down this hole. Wait. That's a candle or torch. Right, so. This looks like I may be able to blow it up. But I'm thinking that keg should be saved for something else. So. This is obviously somewhere I wish to go. And that is very unhealthy. We'll have some water, please. Thank you very much. Ooh, nice. Oh, very nice. Hello, what are you? A blue potion. Right, we know nothing about blue potions. Blue potion, very big. Whoa. What was that? So, blue potion, a crystal flask. Its material is fit to contain the fleeting powers of arcane substances. So, something to do with our blue stuff here. Now. There's the trap. I wonder if it would be possible to go and stand on the trap trigger and cast Extinguish upon the trap. Okay. There's a treasure chest. A candle. I should watch in case a guard meanders into view. They do not seem to be doing so. Let's go look the other way. Okay. I shall open this one. Ooh. Oh, shit. I really, really hope you're the man I rescued from prison. Also, what's that? Gatehouse key. I'll take that. Don't mind me. I'll put my... Yeah. I don't want to threaten you, mate. Okay? I'm just trying to remember if there's a key to put my weapons away. Options. Input settings. Because we got switch weapon is R. We don't have a sheath weapon and draw weapon. So what I'll do is use my non-threatening spellbook with the extinguishing spell on it and come over and say hello.
Greetings, outsider.
Who are you? Aha! I thought I heard something. Hail, stranger, you had me worried for a moment. What with my book? Hail to you as well. Why were you worried? Well, I heard you in the other room, and I feared someone with a heavier sword arm might walk through the door. No offence. Haha, I'll show you a heavy sword arm. Oh, none taken. Who were you thinking of? With your face mask that makes you look like some kind of bandit or brigand or ruffian. I am unsure at this point. Perhaps Lysandrian guards. Perhaps something worse. Worse? This place isn't exactly what it used to be, and there are more dangers in the underworld than just a few bitey rats. To name one, I've seen wastelanders around here. Yeah, let's talk about the wastelanders. Damn vultures, every single one of them. Travel the surface, and sooner or later you will stumble across a group or two. It's unusual to see them underground, though, let alone anywhere near a fortress. I wonder what brought them here. I know it is none of my business, but have you met any wastelanders on your way here? I've seen a few. We haven't killed two of them, but let's not say that, because they might be his friends. And I hope you dispose of them. They're a real plague. Here is a word of advice. Don't let their dull looks fool you. On their own, they may not pose much of a threat, but in groups they are quite dangerous. Speaking of which, there is a pair of them in the northern rooms on the perimeter right now. And how do you know that? I know because I locked them in there myself. They surprised me when I was searching the area. I quickly made my way out of there and locked the door behind me, only to find that I dropped my durva, a temple dagger from my initiation as a merchant. Sorry to ask you this bluntly, but in case you are headed over there, would you mind keeping an eye out for it? Well, I'll consider it. If you're a merchant, maybe you'll trade with me afterwards. I wonder if the face mask is purely because he doesn't have a good face model yet. Or is he going to go, "Hello, stranger," every time our paths cross? Thank you. I'll pay handsome a price for it, but to have it back. You won't regret it. Right, now about this merchant thing. My name is Jero, and I'm a travelling merchant. I usually come down here around this time of year to trade dried mushrooms and water with the Lysandrians. The way it looks, I might have to change my route though, so what brings you here? I'm a noble agent on a mission to save a royal heir, who also happens to be my own brother. Yeah, we were told to keep stum about this. Desire for adventure brought me here, as did the promise of gold. Yeah, we'll go with that, because it's less offensive and that's none of your business. A vagabond, then? Well, you might find a few good things down here. Just make sure they belong to nobody before you take them. People take great offence at petty theft. Sounds like you're speaking from experience there, my friend. What can you tell me about Lysandria? You're standing in the outer perimeter of the fortress of Lysandria. The Lysandrians used to be the force around here, but apparently that has changed. Oh, really? How could that be? If only I knew. I myself just arrived a couple of days ago. The last time I visited this was a far more welcoming place, but now it looks like this perimeter of the fortress was completely abandoned. I explored the caverns nearby, but there are wastelanders everywhere. Yeah, we mentioned the wastelanders. About those nearby caverns, because I found something of my own there. Well, something green and slimy looking. I tried reaching the Church of Rahi right next to the perimeter. You can see it from the window in the other room, but all the paths leading there are locked. Perhaps you could somehow get there through the main gate. If my memory serves me right, there should be an underground lake somewhere. Naturally, the Lysandrians have some barracks and farms in the area as well, and then, of course, there is the fortress itself. Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. I can't type things in. This is reminding me of the conversation system in Wizardry 8, where topics come up and get added. You said the people here were very welcoming. Compared to others, the Lysandrians are a fairly welcoming people. They openly trade, and sometimes they even invite foreigners into their fortress. I can firmly say I've been to worse places before. Just be careful with your words around the nobles, or you will make acquaintance with the hangman. Isn't that a bit harsh? The lords are always concerned about spies and saboteurs. At least that's what they say. I see. What's this about a dagger? Oh, his dagger, his lost dagger he wants back, yes. Expedition? Is this our expedition? Primeval Seed, Rahi, let's ask about that. I can't tell you much about the religion, but Rahi is a god of the Lysandrian pantheon. You had better ask the priests at the nearby church about it, the one you want to get to. I will risk asking about the expedition. I know nothing about an expedition. Perhaps the Lysandrians know something. We can trade.
Let's see what you have.
Well now, here's the thing. You're willing to buy a dagger. Oh no, that's his stuff, right. I don't need two of these. Okay, that's something. Got a dagger here. This shield, I think, is a downgrade for what we currently got. So let's just sell that for now. He's got bandages that we could find useful. Bread. Blacksmith's hammer. Okay.
May it bring you luck.
Let's say goodbye for now.
Until next time.
So what is this? It lets us spy. Oh, I know where this is, right? Yes. Okay, so up ahead we can see the locked door we peeked through the lock of. Here we see the Orcish guard in the chamber on the left, who comes out eventually, and we see his companion hiding round the corner by the lit fire. The blue thing in the back of the chamber on the other side would give us a view of this figure standing here in this room. So these are two sort of scrying stones that allow us to see from one chamber into the next. Ooh, those sacks look a little plasticky. I've come across plasticky sacks like that in the past. They are not that pleasant. I will switch to sword and shield. And you know what? I think I'll try opening this as well. So far, so good. More lockpicks. Okay, we'll take that. Oh, that's a big-ass rat. Okay. We're missing part of a lever there. Let's take a quick look around this corner. That's our missing bit of lever, no doubt. And I think I heard water, so let's look through here. It's pretty much just a wall right outside the door. Well, that's concerning, obviously. I think we shall head back past our mercantile friend. Ow. Did that hit me? It might have done. Either that or we gained some level-based health and for some reason it hasn't increased. Right, let's take a running jump again. I'm going to go back to the shrine and level up. And then try and go and deal with those two orcs. Or wastelanders, rather. Now then. Which of these would I like to increase at this point? Well, I would like to improve vitality for more health and endurance for more stamina. At this point, stamina has proved to be quite a short-lasting thing that exhausts itself quickly. But we've already increased it. Let's get a bit more health. And in terms of skills, it would be nice to improve our lockpicking skill. And our skill with swords and axes would be great. We should also improve speech, blunt weapons, some magic skills at some point. Search. There's loads of things. Let's improve our combat skill for now, just a little. We have no sins to atone for, and a long way to go to the next level. Now, our sword is in excellent condition. 38 damage against 37. This weighs 1.4, this weighs 1.11. So the rusty short sword is heavier than the war cleaver. If we're wanting to keep our encumbrance down, switching to this might be a good idea, otherwise we should just sell it. This shield, 3.25, 1.5. Okay, we should probably just sell this straight up. But we're definitely missing some... Hey! We leveled and now we're not at full health. Let's eat a fish. That's concerning. So using the shrine healed us to full. I wonder if we could just use it again afterwards. Right. Let's save the game. We do know there is a separate waylander to the left around the corner. So ideally we do not wish to go that way. Now this has been unlocked. Let us stay here in the doorway. I've forgotten the kick button. Oh shit! Run! Actually, if we do this really well... This doesn't feel good. Ah! Now, I don't know if he can follow us. I don't know if he'll be waiting outside the door for us. So we should move quickly. Clearly... our sword is absolutely knackered, broken, lying on the floor somewhere, or worse. That is not good. Let's bandage up. I don't know if we will be able to replace it, but that's an acceptable loss in exchange for our life. We do have a crappy war cleaver after all that we can fall back on. Oof. Let's fix our buckler while we can. It would be nice if we had some access to some skill that would increase the durability of equipment or reduce the durability loss. As I've said, I imagine we'll just get better equipment with higher durability later on. And now, I imagine it's time for us to go back. So it is... what is the kick button again? Because it's proved incredibly useful in knocking down foes. Middle mouse button. Middle mouse button! I may have to rebind that. That is weird. I suppose it's next to attack and defend. So we got all the combat controls in one place. Let's go fight an orc and see if we can get our short sword back. If not, we'll have to make do without it, I suppose. Look, it served us well enough. Let's go through this door and see if we have to immediately defend ourselves. Also, see if combat music is instantly playing. Okay. He may have gone back home. He may have fully healed. His healing potion may have been restored to him. Or he could now be freely roaming the level now that the door is unlocked. I don't know, right? I don't know what degree of persistence or change has been introduced by leaving the level and returning to it. But I do know that is a tough wastelander. If we're really lucky, he will have returned. Yes! You get cut! Oh shit, what's going on? He's got a potion again. Thank goodness for that. Now, remains. We've got some money. Okay. Another leather shield, another war cleaver, and some more coins. It would appear then that our short sword is absolutely buggered and gone. Oh no. I didn't pick this up. Okay, please. So, I'm going to come in here, close the door. Yes, it would indeed appear that destroyed items are absolutely destroyed. Inventory is full. Well, we'll see about that. There's some grilled meat, but our inventory is full. How full? Oh. Okay, too full for a special dagger. Right. So here is that balcony door with a ability to drop down. Let's not do that. And some more arrows. This allows us to view our merchant friend. And this... Why do I... Oh. That was weird. Let's do that again. as if some kind of ratish creature. Right, now let's see. So I'm afraid there's going to have to be some repair. Well, hang on. I'm going back to repair my buckler anyway. It would be nice to get a weapon that's not this crude, clunky thing. That looks very nice, but I'm probably never going to get to that light. Right. I know that in my previous attempt there, when the wastelander, the tough one, had one potion, and after he'd drunk it, I killed him and he didn't have a second one on him. So he got his potion back when I left the area and returned. I don't like that because I don't know where he got it from. Maybe it's to account for the fact that I went back and repaired all my gear and he had time to make a replacement potion. Perhaps. Okay, we'll do this first. Pick it up, put it on the anvil. That's not ideal, it makes us look like an idiot. There we go, we will just pop it down there for now. Also, our clothes won't last forever. There we go. Now, so we're going to go sell one or two of these, sell a dagger, and that will make us plenty of space. We have ourselves an inferior crude hacking sword, but we've improved our skill with swords in general, so that should make up for the slight degradation in terms of equipment. Now, that being said, the rusty short sword was rusty, and I'm honestly surprised it weighed so much more than this thing, because this thing looks heavier. If at some point in the future we can obtain a not so rusty short sword, we will be doing very well for ourselves. We'll take a little jog over the bridge just to hurry past that oozy thing down below. We probably don't want to deal with that. So we're going to go back to our merchant friend, trade a few things, then come back and look for his dagger. We can't pick up this anymore. And I'm leaving that other door. I should probably close this one as well, actually. Don't want to leave too much evidence of what we've been up to. Okay. Can I? Yes, I can leap over. Good. I swear I'm not menacing you, my friend.
Hail Hadrius!
Right. Who's Hadrius? Obviously not me. It's not the name of the king either, so maybe it's a religious greeting. Greetings again, how can I help you? We're gonna buy and sell stuff, man. I'm gonna sell you this. I could have sworn I had another war cleaver, but I'll sell you a dagger as well. Don't need anything you've got there right now.
A pleasure doing business with you. Farewell.
But presumably at some point in the future, that will change. go. And we'll take a running jump at this one as well. Accidentally pressed the R key as well as the F key at the same time there while opening the door and got my spellbook ready. Good to know that that's an option. That both those inputs can be done simultaneously. Where's the body of the wastelander got there? There we go. We don't want to let our buckler go the same way our short sword did. Let's have this. Already? Come on, what's this? That's the ceremonial dagger. I got some more King's Herbs, lockpicks. Not sure why we need them just yet. Unless it's for this big chest. That is too complicated, apparently. Interesting. Maybe that is a skill we should cultivate. We got room for something, as long as it's not a 2x3. And that is mouldy bread, so we should probably eat that first. And ask ourselves what was going on in there. Okay. It looks like... Okay, there's a lever here. Not sure what that does. Oh, 2 portcullises, right. Yep, yep. Ladder going down. Presumably, that ladder can take us down to... Let's... Yes, and there's the other broken lever. Got it. So we'll be wanting to lower these. We've also got the broken floor in the other chamber, which allows us to drop down somewhere, but that ladder looks like it'll take us down there safely regardless. This looks like it... Wait. It's happening again in there. What? There is something mystical going on in there. This cannot be combined. Really now? There's something on the table which is glowing. Looks like maybe some kind of acid arrows. And looks like another door. So we want to get this open. That needs either a key or a high-level skill. We got that. Let's go back to our merchant friend. Wait. Because we might be able to sell him the gone-off food, right, and the booze. Alright. There we go. And then for this one, I'm just gonna take a hard right and be okay. My friend, I have your dagger, but if you're going to give me some kind of reward that's not coins, I'm going to struggle to hold it, so...
Greetings, outsider.
Let me just...
I have some things you might be interested in.
Oh. Ceremonial dagger is just missing. So that's a normal war cleaver. Leather shield. Mouldy bread. There we go. 2 underworld ale. Tastes a bit still. Gets you drunk. We don't need that. Right.
Anytime.
Okay, about your dagger. Yes? Have you found it? It means a lot to me. Here's your dagger. I thank you. You did me a great favour. Please take this as a reward. What did I get as a reward? You take some notes. What?
Let's see what you have.
There may have been some coins as well.
With you.
Let's look at our notes. Argus's barrier, personal letter, documents, journal, a merchant's dagger. I returned the ceremonial dagger to its rightful owner.
Where did I put it?
Okay, so these are backwards. I see. Okay, and seals divine gift for search for Arias. Okay. We're doing okay here. Candles. We can take candles, presumably to use like torches. That's empty. We got our bit of a lever. Our door with a wall behind it. Our door that is slightly too complicated. So not seems virtually impossible or something. We'll plonk this in there. And then we'll go like that. And presumably one of the two portcullises has been raised. In fact, we see it right here, and the other one will come up here. Let us hope that doing this does not raise the alarm and cause a whole bunch of foes to come pouring out upon us. And in fact, I think I know what's at the bottom of this ladder. Yes, indeed. Here we are. Which means... let's go back up this way. And continue our exploration by taking some falling damage. Falling damage has been taken. No immediate threat. But maybe, like, is that 3 or 13? Well, it was 3. Oh, hello, a miner's shirt. It's not going to be as pretty, but does offer significantly more protection. And now, if we look down at ourselves, we are indeed dressed differently in a plainer garment, but made of more sturdy fabric. Here's some more lockpicks. There is an area I would like. That looks like helmets or some kind of big potion bottle, a bit like a shield over there. Hello. Excellent stuff. Fireberry. Okay. No doubt a useful ingredient. Looks like a grenade, to be honest. And moldy bread that we can sell. A hand-sized explosive in the shape of a small vase. This object should be handled with great care. Its blast might even harm its user. Yeah, let's... that's something we should probably hotkey, to be honest. Maybe even put it on there. Now, what are you? You've learned a new spell. And where, pray, would this be? Spellbook. Okay. Wait, and then there's a vertical coming up out of it. Requires intelligence 17. So, this spell is too complicated, and it is a cosmic spell. We don't have any divine spells yet, so let's put the candle down there, where there's a nice little space for it. There's a strong argument for catering our development to the available skills we have. Let's... Wine cellar? I think so. Explosive barrel down there. Probably shouldn't stand so openly. Is this? No. It's not the way back out. But this will be, right? Yeah, it's locked. That's fine. So this presumably loops around, and we have a new forge. Excellent stuff. Where we can start repairing our gear. Can't use the grindstone yet. Speaking of which, what kind of state is it? Hello, you. You are a horrible monster, with lockpicks which we shall take. You? Oh, fuck! Well, that answers how they died. That does not seem to have a floor proximity trigger. Let's just eat some bread for now. We have plenty of it. So this is very Legend of Grimrock. You know, very sort of high magic. Okay, 2 dead orcs. We know there's a trap up there. I was lucky. Oh, and the 2 explosive barrels is about 3, 4... No, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know a way around, so we don't need to be burnt up anymore trying to get out of here. So the bandage is clearly much more effective at healing us, but also much harder to obtain. Bridge. No real quay, but I do hear significant water. Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, we're going to use one of our bandages there. This is probably a direction in which we are not supposed to head. Which is exactly why I'm doing it. Ooh. And it's locked on top of everything else. Too complicated, okay. So we're supposed to come back this way and get arguably burned. Oh. For a moment there I thought that torch was moving. Right, so can I... Yes, I can. So let's just close off this whole area for now. Hey, we nearly got another level. So we're doing something right. Something but clearly not everything, as we're taking large amounts of damage. So, I would like to go back outside. Too complicated. Okay, okay, game. You're going to be like that, are you? Fine. I mean, we'll just have to go... Ooh. So in that case, actually... How do we get out of here, then? I gain the impression there may be some kind of... Oh, we don't! Okay. There's a strong argument for having probably not come down here at all in the first place, then. So our only way out of here seems to be in this direction. Through the waterway, where we are likely to encounter up the green ooze, because we can't make it through this portcullis here, he says, checking. There is a current, which is interesting, as it seems to be going in the wrong direction. So, we are wanting to get out of the water. Mercifully, there are no enemy archers raining down fire upon us from above. Now would probably be a very good time to check our map. It would probably also be a very daft idea while swimming. Hello, can we get out of the water? Nope. Oh, we can. Good. Right, so as I was saying, map. So we want to be getting back, so yes. There's the gateway that we've essentially opened. And we want to be getting back through the underground waterway that way-ish to it. Oh! The portions of the water through which we have swam appear to have become blue. While those we have not yet explored seem to be grey. Oh, hello. Can we please, game? We cannot climb that, it is too high. Well then. Since I do seem to have found my way down here, I might as well explore a little. Hello. You are a giant rat that gets killed. Oh, bloody hell, okay. And you have coins. How bizarre. Nothing of great use. Some crates that rat has somehow collected, or he's just found this place. Okay, it wasn't originally his home. Someone used it, obviously. And we can eat a bit of bread for that. Let's eat some mouldy bread. Is clearly... Yeah, that doesn't seem to do very much for us at all, really, does it? I mean, look, if you cut the bits of mould off the edges, you can make some toast. But, can we climb this? Yes. Good. And jumping across to there is quite possible, but for now, we're mainly wanting to escape from this place. Let's not go that way unless we have to. It looks like we have to. Oh, it's not even where we want to go. That is an amazing jump. Astounding that we managed to make it. Let's hope we don't get hurt falling down. Okay, the water was deep enough. Can we get out, please? Game. Nope. We are being swept along. And we escaped from the current. Okay, we're back out here, aren't we? Maybe not, actually. Oh no, I recognise that flame effect there. So... this looks like something we should be able to climb up out of. Okay. So those rocks can lead us back up to there. Why are we getting constant wall hits? This rat has... okay, I don't think he's carrying the meat, I think he is the meat. And I think that almost warrants using our last bandage. But it's our last bandage, and if I use it, I'll free up that hotkey, which I'd like to keep for more bandages in the future. Now, we do appear to be rather trapped, but at least we're closer to where we need to be. We're on the wrong side of that gate, so we don't seem to have a way up. We've got a lot of locked doors. Okay, let's go. We probably were not supposed to come down here in the first place. Curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. Let's get up out of the water and see where we can go from here. Well, this is the direction I think we want to explore. What we need... aha! Not what I anticipated. I was going to say what we need is some area where a portcullis does not block off our progress, but instead what we're going to do is use a bandage and then go up and discover where we are now. That was surprisingly easy to open. There are a couple of candles. We are dripping wet, so let's drink some water. That looks tricky to open. That looks fancy. I think that's another spell. Was that someone whistling? I think it might have been. I also think it might have been us. If we now check our... bloody hell! One of those sigils, at least, is for the big gate thing. So this is a big magic lock door. May need many things to open it. Scarily, I should probably go back through the water to repair my gear. I'm not going to do that. Okay. So I may be able to go through here and back out through the gate. So far, so good. And it is convenient that... Hello? A not-so-rusty short sword. Well, guess what? That's just better. And we haven't even heated it up and hammered it on an anvil yet. Oh, we don't even need to. Perfect. We've got our warrior skills. We've got our... Let's just do this. Let me tidy it up a bit, okay? Okay. Bunk. Yeah, we can eat a fish as well. Why not? Now, is this? No, is the answer. Okay. Oh, I thought I was sneaking. Right. So I was thinking that was the big gatehouse. Well, this is a bit dark, isn't it? Let's use one of our free torches. Okay. Something we may come to regret if we are attacked. Oh, yes, please. Right. So, we'll eat our last loaf of bread, pick up those 2 blood-soaked bandages, and we'll leave the burnt-out torches, because there was water near here. We had a drink when we got out of a lot of it. I believe it was back this way. There we go. That is obviously locked and obviously far too complicated, of course. If we can make it back to the merchant, we can make it back to the forge from the previous level. Okay, looks like we need to raise this portcullis to get to those 2. And I think it's fairly obvious how we do that. If we're truly fortunate, there will be no foes in our way. We are not truly fortunate, okay? However... Oh, shit! Bandage up, and fuck you! Okay, he took falling damage, for which I'm eternally grateful. Don't you dare break my shield, you git. Yeah, take more falling damage. Look, if you're going to fall off, I'll just bandage myself up. My shield is cacked on. You must die, but not yet. Fucking hell. Okay. Fight music is still playing. What's blocking me here? Okay. I think the danger has passed, but ow. Oh, this looks important. More bandages, yes please. I'll have to use one right away. All this just to get back to a forge and repair my shield. You know what? Oh, that's a shame. I don't... Okay. So. Don't have room to carry one of their shields. That's... Yes, I do. Yes, I do. This shield is smaller. There we go. We now have some rudimentary protection. It's not great, but it is something. Okay, look, this is dark. And that looks important. Ooh, is that a trap trigger? I really hope not. Oh, hello, what's this? You already know that spell. Excellent. Well, guess what, game? That cannot be combined. Really? Interesting. That is slightly too complicated. I see. Well. Let's continue to familiarize ourselves with the layout of this place. And now we can utilize this. We don't know what it did. It may have just unlocked the other door. I like the little torch light meter on the side. That looks like an important door. Although arguably the fact that it has less metal on it means it's probably not. Oh, sure. Mouldy bread. We can sell it, but apart from that it's not good for much. Did that button in the wall unlock? Wait. Oh. Oh, excellent. Ooh. A strange egg. An oddly preserved egg. Eating it will shortly increase your speed. Shortly. I think we'll need to return for that. Wait. Come on, look, I'll put this here. Why not? Dear game, it's a 2x2. Put it there. Bloody hell. Right, well, I'm going to have to come back for that. Also, that looks very important. But what's this? Oh. Something tells me okay, no, that's what that does. Right, fine. I should probably lock that again and come back for that. Okay, so it's the whole torch, not just the flame that slowly dies down. Alright. Okay, game. How about this one? Not so locked. That looks insane. And this is the other one that's locked, right? So clearly, you wish for me to go slow. Don't look down. I mean, that's a nice drop, but I'd rather get to it from the other side. It will get me back safely, though. Well, it's a long way down. Bump. Yeah, bump. Oh, hello. That looks important. And very fancy. Okay. I'm returning it to its original configuration. Because that locked door had some of these. I presume the bottom one does not rotate. Obviously, we can match these up with the bottom symbols, but that's not what we're supposed to do. Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. This is the one. The big arrow here. That's the important one. It probably unlocks that magical door. This leads us out right here, which is great. But what about the other tunnel? Oh, there's a door. Well, let's... Queen's Leaf. As opposed to King's Leaf. Is this locked? It's not locked. Oh! And another miner's shirt. Wait. That magic thing under the floor is there again. It's not very safe. So let's get out of here. Repair our gear. Go sell stuff. This looks like a one-way journey. But that's okay. We have things to explore around here. And we have a... You dropped an item, burnt out torch. Is it on the floor? It is on the floor. Why would we... I mean, apart from to sell, what else would we use a burnt out torch for? What manner of crafting would we find it useful for? First off, let's put our torch away. And our shield. Right, okay, there we go. Did we just... No. Oh! We did not lose experience. We're just most of the way up to the next level as well. Good to know. Right. I'd like a little more strength. Determines how much equipment you can wear before it slows you down. Break objects, deal raw damage to enemies. Let's increase our speech. We could go lockpicking again, but I'm going to go anatomy, I think. There we go. Now let's go mend our gear and sell things to the merchant. Overall, a fairly productive episode. There's been some interesting exploration of the lower waterways. I've traded in, allegedly, my rusty sword for a significantly less rusty one. Look, I didn't actually, you know, trade with a merchant or anything, but in terms of with fate, with the world, I'd call it a good exchange. Should I have? Yes, I should. I did not take a wrong turn. Excellent stuff. Now, this game does seem to have garnered a lot of interest. I'm not one of the original Kickstarter backers, but I can definitely see the appeal. This sword needs to be repaired. Let's pick this up, put it on the anvil, and go bash, bash, bash. Excellent stuff. Just pop it down there for a moment. Keep right clicking to close the inventory. What game is that I've been playing recently? So we'll heat up the buckler, because I'm not sure if item quality affects sale price or not. Excellent. Not so excellent. We'll heat you up. Beat you up. Or rather, knock you into shape. That was swift. There we go. Let's go see a merchant. Now, it's worth noting that he doesn't particularly have very good wares available for us. I would imagine that is hopefully less to do with his inventory and more to do with the location. He doesn't feel safe getting out the fancier stuff. Otherwise, at some point we'll reach another location and he will then trade with the locals, get some better gear. In fact, if the locals won't trade with us, he's our only point of contact for new items. Well, no, we can find stuff, obviously, but we don't want to go stealing everything. We'll get ourselves arrested. I would say this game doesn't seem to have a... Given the interactions I've had with NPCs, this game doesn't have like a deep conversation system. I mean, no. I like the way topics come up, right, and become available. I'm going to close this. Wait. We still have a chest here that wants to be unlocked. Too complicated. Not slightly too complicated, so that's like... Let's pretend if slightly too complicated is 1 point too hard, that's at least 2 points too hard, right? That is a lot of lockpicking to it's essentially a skill you have to invest heavily in if you want to use it and benefit from it. So we've unlocked the first gate there. That's something. We can't take these fish yet. I was going to take that and cook it. Oh well. And then we're also going to want to speed our way across that plate and come back to our merchant friend. Hello!
Greetings, outsider.
I would like to trade with you twice.
I have some things you might be interested in.
Look, I kind of don't want to do that, but I can get rid of one, if not both of these. It would be nice to get hold of another blunt weapon at some point. Oh, no, hang on. 1620. It was almost... almost. Okay. I doubt he's going to get... balance, yeah, there we go. Right. We probably should sell this. In terms of protective gear, it's just worse, flat out.
Anytime.
Anyway.
Until next time.
I did say we wanted to trade twice.
Greetings to you. Let's see what you have.
One of these, blatantly. Hang on.
A pleasure doing business with you.
240. Yeah, so it's just worse. Okay. Okay, I've convinced myself.
Greetings to you. I have some things you might be interested in.
Look, it's very fancy. If you patch it up, someone might like it. And if you don't actually, they might buy it and patch it up themselves and pretend they're rich. And feel very fancy and important.
Anytime. Until
We
next
got
time.
ourselves some pack space again. Why is our shield still damaged? Odd. I should probably go and repair that. So... there we go. And it's a painfully long way back from a blacksmith there. So I'm thinking we go back to those gates down there next time. However, I'm also thinking I should go mend up my shield again a little bit. I'll probably do that off screen. So I'll go stop by the shrine and end the episode there. Ooh, that looks like I may have... No, the boards are in a different pattern. I've not been on the other side of that just yet. Right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'll say goodbye for now, though, and cheerio, everyone. See you all soon.